y'all, Sukiyana, honey. Okay, girl. She is entering her store, girl. Okay, it's called Good Cats. Okay, so she has her cousin Isaiah, honey. Okay. He is supposed to be working the store, okay? He's supposed to, when people come in, you know, greet them, have them buy stuff, you know, promote her shit a little bit, you know, just to make people buy stuff, you know? And she's afraid because she's like, look, oh my God, like she's in her confessional saying how he's more hood than me, you know? And I don't really know how you can get more hood than Sukiyana, but honey, let's go with it. She was like, what type of experience do you have? And he was like, you know what? I have experience, okay? And she was like, yeah, where you work then? And he was like, you know what? And he was just like this, y'all. He was quick with it, honey. He was serious as a motherfucking heart attack heavy. He was like, City Trends, okay, honey, Popeyes, and KFC. Okay, girl. And I said, okay, I was crying. Like I had tears because, are you fucking serious, bitch? I said, you doing too much. You doing too much. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one, girl. Okay, y'all, let's get into this episode 2 of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Y'all, it was so good, so entertaining, and different from the last one. I feel like we got to know everybody a little bit more. So let's get into it, girl. So the episode starts off with Amara La Negra. So Amara La Negra is sitting in her confessional and she's talking about how, you know, she's gotten out of the music industry for now. You know, that's what it looks like. I don't know, her mother might be able to persuade her, but for right now, she's gotten out of the music industry and gotten into real estate. So now she goes over to the Dominican Republic and she's bought several properties. She has several B&Bs over there, and she's met a great guy. His name is Alan, but we'll talk about him later. And so she's in her confessional and she's saying how she's so glad that she moved away from the music industry. Music used to be fun to her. Now she just feels like a total, complete slave to the industry, and she just doesn't want to do it anymore. She felt like she was going to work and making money for other people. I was like, okay, bitch, that's what we do, honey, okay? That's what it's all about. Going to work 9 to 5, making money for somebody else. Like, she's so over it and she wants to do real estate. So this is where she is in her life. She's basically changing over to a whole nother career. So I know how that feels, y'all, because like I told y'all, I used to do hair. Now I'm an occupational therapist. So sometimes you got to give it a change. But in Amada's case, I'm not sure if that's this is the right change, because to me it's still like a downgraded change, you know. Mine was an upgraded change as far as I'm concerned, because I didn't want to work on the weekends. And I just feel like hair was just like too many people were getting into wigs and weaves and all this other stuff. Like I just didn't feel it was me anymore, you know. And then on top of that, I just felt like it was just a swarm of people in the industry, and I never was gonna go like high up doing into Hollywood or anything like that. So I was tired of doing hair, you know, really. But for me, as far as moving into occupational therapy, I just felt like it was a more 9 to 5 like set job with set hours, and I wouldn't be entertaining anything on the weekends. Like my weekends are free, you know. So now Amada has taken her mother to a building she bought in the Dominican Republic, you know, to talk to her a little bit. So they at the top of the building, she's like, oh, this is so beautiful, don't you agree? Telling her mother was like, yeah, this is nice on some vacation shit, you know, but as far as living here, no, like it's dangerous. And she was like, you know, I really, really like it here. I want my life to be here. Like all different from last season and all different from just the whole Amada La Negra that we knew. Like she was really into the industry. She was really into the dancing thing, the singing thing, you know, and she had a lot going on for herself. And now it's just like you're trying to move to Dominican Republic to create this whole nother life as a regular person. Like I guess she's tired, because she said she's been working since she was little. Like they showed a picture of her on the stage like a little pageant girl. She looked like she was 8, so the bitch probably tired. I don't know, but at the end of the day, like it just doesn't make sense to me or her mother. And then the mother like, let's go in. So they go in. So she's showing her mother everything, you know, that she did to, you know, the place inside that she bought. And here come Alan, girl. Okay, honey, Alan is her boo. That's her new boo. You know, because the last season it was Julian or something like that. I think it was his name. He's the sister of some Love and Hip Hop person. I don't know her name either. But basically she was dealing with Julian, and he used her and everything, and she threw him out and had like really harsh words for him, and basically like threw his ass out like right on Love and Hip Hop and Miami. And that was just like, I think that was last season. So, you know, I was just looking at him like, okay, which clown we got next? Because he just looked like a clown to me. You know, like your average, like, pretty boy who think he's something, and like somebody's supposed to be like falling all over him. Like he think he look better than you. You know, one of them motherfuckers. Red, pretty hair, the tattoos, the whole little shebang, you know. So Amada's just like all falling all over him, and you know, she's just like all in love. It's just a little bit irritating to me because he just seemed like I don't know, I'm 44 years old and I could just see his type. You feel me? So I just was kind of looking at him like sideways, girl. And so she's saying how, you know, he brought her into the business and, you know, if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't know real estate. Like she's learned a lot from this guy and, you know, they fallen in love, honey. Okay? And they've been dating for 8 months. You hear me? And then she said how Al and her mother have a love-hate relationship. Bitch, your mother don't fuck with him. Okay, honey? She don't fuck with him because she think that he is brainwashing you into staying there and ditching your career that you've been working so hard for all of your life. Like, it just... Girl. So y'all, Sukihana, honey, okay, girl, she is entering her store, girl, okay? It's called Good Cat, okay? And she said she's not self-proclaimed, honey. As far as the Good Cat, she said she got that name from the streets, okay? So yeah, it's Good Cat, you know, girl. And I don't really know if that's the name that you want, you know what I'm saying, for yourself, because that's not really classy-based, bitch, because I already told you I'm a classy-based bitch. But I guess that's not the worst thing. Good Cat, that's a safe little thing to say. You know, you really wanted to put good pussy up there in the lights, honey. Because that's what you really wanted to say, honey. Okay, girl? So she has her cousin Isaiah, honey, okay? He is supposed to be working the store, okay? He's supposed to, when people come in, you know, greet them, have them buy stuff, you know, promote her shit a little bit, you know, just to make people buy stuff, you know? And she's afraid because she's like, look, oh my God, like she's in her confessional saying how he's more hood than me, you know? And I don't really know how you can get more hood than Sukihana, but honey, let's go with it. But yes, we about to be seeing everything up on here, honey, because Isaiah is not to be played with, y'all. He is funny. He is really funny in his whole little shit. He just seemed like somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is really comical. She was like, what type of experience do you have? And he was like, you know what? I have experience, okay? And she was like, yeah, where you worked at? And he was like, you know what? And he was just like this, y'all. He was quick with it, honey. He was serious as a motherfucking heart attack. He was like, City Trends, okay, honey, Popeyes, and KFC. Okay, girl. And I said, okay, girl. I was crying. Like, I had tears because, are you fucking serious, bitch? I said, you doing too much. You doing too much because do you really think that because you work, okay, I'll give it to you, City Trends. It's a clothing store, you know what I'm saying? But when you said Popeyes and KFC, I was just like, bitch, those are food places. Like, why did you even mention that shit? And then Sukihana was like, what? She was like, this ain't no City Trends. This ain't no City Trends. And then damn sure ain't no Popeyes. This is Good Cat. This is quality stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely not no City Trends. And you need to basically act accordingly when you at the front of the store. And so he was just like giving all this stuff like, oh, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like this. And I'm going to be like this. And she was just looking like, bitch, you know, and she was basically saying that, you know, the only reason why she hired him because, you know, she is going to be out of work because she's going to have her baby. She said she don't care what nobody says. She's going to have her baby. Okay, you feel me? So you need to be in the store to make sure I make money. So when I'm at home pregnant, I have some money coming in. You know, that's like so like basic, bitch. Like, are you fucking serious? You act like you out here, you already at the top of your game and you could just sit back and do what you want to do. And that's not the case. But she's so preoccupied with proving to everybody that she's going to open the store and make money while she sit back and be pregnant. And then on top of that, y'all, he quit his job to be there. You know, and she was even like, okay, who even quits their job? He quit his job to run my store. So, like, and then on top of that, I just wouldn't trust him because, bitch, did you get their ass a 2-week notice? And did you just be like, peace, bitch? Like, what did you do? I'm not feeling that for her. You know, I really think that she needs to hire somebody else. Like, quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry, girl. Okay, y'all, so let's just get into it. Sheilah, okay? Sheilah, to me, reminds me of myself. Like, a whole bunch. You know, y'all might not see it, but I really, really see it. She's really cute. I mean, I'm alright. I'm not talking about that part. But the way that she is, you know, like she said, she is herself. She's not like everybody else. You know, y'all, I play a lot, but I'm like no other bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be fitting in with anybody. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. I'm going to be myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that Sheilah was talking about. A lot of things go on and she's just not in the mix with stuff. Like, you know, I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my own world. I make my videos. You know, if people don't like me, I really don't give a fuck. You know, I really understand where she's coming from with it. And I can be a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be bougie, okay, at times. And then at times I can be down to earth. You hear me? Then at times I can be professional. And then sometimes I can be like, bitch, what the fuck? But say it in the way that I need to say it at work. You hear me? One minute I can be praising God. Next minute I be twerking. You feel me? One minute I can be a bitch. Next thing I can do is be quiet and reserved because the bitch has changed. You feel me? I don't know if you see it in my eyes, but I have changed. You feel me? So yeah, like, Okay, girl, I can be a lot of things. So, like, Sheilah hit it on the money with what she said. And y'all, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what she said. She published a book, and her book is called Positive You. So she did that during the pandemic. And she said it's kind of deep, and she said it can be used for self-development, personal growth, and for living your best life. Okay? She says she feels like she's a mix of a lot of things that don't go together, and she doesn't fit into one box. She says she's not made to fit in and does not want to fit in. She said she just wants to be herself because women are consistently put into a box and measured down and told to fit in certain structures. Okay, girl? So, yeah, no, we not doing that. Because sometimes, you know, people are, oh, she a freak. Oh, she a hoe. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. First of all, she's a mama. Okay, she's a lover. She's a fighter. We're all of these things. And women, we just are colorful, you know, like that. And the minute I think as a woman, you realize all of these different things about yourself, you won't care to be put in a box like everybody else. Oh, she this. Yeah, she thinks she this. She thinks she that. Okay, put me in a box. I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to do me regardless. You feel me? So, yeah, I just was, like, vibing with her on that. And, yeah, she's just a positive person, you know? Kumbaya, bitch. Okay, girl, because you all of that and some more. And then another thing I like, and like I said, I was going to put her picture up. Her hair, y'all, be on 1,000. You hear me? Like, it is so freaking pretty. I love it. It's big, curly. The shape is really pretty. The color is really pretty. It was like brown, and she had these like lighter highlights in it. Like, her hair just be looking flawless, y'all. And it looks so good on her face. You feel me? So, yeah, I love Sheilah. I love Sheilah's hair. I love her whole persona, her whole vibe, off the chain. I see why it's good like her. Like, she is all of that. And on top of that, like, she stands by herself. I feel like I always stand by myself, too. I just don't care for the crowd. You know what I mean? I just don't care for, like, everything that's going on in the world. I'm not one with the world. I don't go with what's going on in the world. I always remain Donna. You feel me? That's my name, y'all. I always remain myself. And I feel like in doing that, then I'm a strong person who can stand on her own, you know, because I don't go with the wind. But yeah, that's Sheilah, y'all. Like, I fuck with Sheilah. Y'all, let me know if y'all rock with Sheilah the way I do, because she's a grown fucking woman. You feel me? I see why Ace chose her, and honey, you got a good one. You feel me? And then on top of that, Ace Hood, he like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ace Hood is like that. He thorough. You know, he got a little street hood nigga type of shit going on. Then on top of that, he proud of his race. Like, you know, black power and all this stuff. Then on top of that, he just like kind of smooth and laid back. Like, if they got into an argument here, just be sitting there chilling. Like, you know, taking it a little bit and still giving what he need to give. Like, both of them, y'all, that's a power couple. You know, really powerful couple, and I fuck with them. Like, I cannot even wait to see what goes on with them as far as, you know, the baby. So Sheilah's in her house, and her friend comes over. So they start talking about the miscarriage that she had. I didn't mention that in my last video, y'all. But she had a miscarriage, and, yeah, she was saying how, you know, she has just started bleeding. And she was just like, oh my God, like, I knew, you know, in that moment, like, something was going on. And so she was saying how she made a playlist, you know, for the baby. You know, and she started playing the playlist and saying, you know, don't leave. We want you here, please. I really need you. Stuff like that. And y'all, it was so sad. She was crying. She was really upset. And, you know, the miscarriage happened. And so she was telling her friend that, you know, when it happened, Ace Hood put all his feelings in a box, and he really, you know, wasn't there to console her or anything. She told him over the phone, and then he was just like, basically crickets, you know, ain't give her nothing back, didn't console her, didn't make her feel good about it. And she just was saying how, you know, he's going through a lot in his life already at the time. And she just was saying how he just couldn't be there for her. You know, so that was a downfall in their relationship, and they're still going through some things with that. And then, y'all, on top of that, he's probably dealing with it hard because his baby mother before Sheilah, she was pregnant with twins and lost one of the babies. So, y'all, this is his second loss of a baby. So he's probably a little bit confused, you know, talking to God about it. He seems like that type of person, you know, and just not really knowing, like she said, how to deal with it. Okay, y'all, so Trina. Okay, girl. So Trina's in her confessional, y'all, and she is just saying how, you know, basically today is not a good day for her because today is the day that her little brother died, okay? And she decided to go into work at the radio station where, you know, her and Trick work, 99.9 James or something like that. Like Trick said, the Trick or Treater show. Okay, girl, the Trick or Treater show. That's how he said it. Make me think he's saying trick or treat, but Trick or Treater show. Okay, girl. So, yeah, they're there at the Trick or Treater show. And Trick is asking her, why do you think it was in Atlanta, the little show that she was promoted, 21st anniversary of the Baddest Bitch album? Why was that in Atlanta. That's weird that it was in Atlanta. Why wasn't it in Miami? And she was just like, yeah, I thought so too, you know. And he was like, well, when we have ours, you know, because ours gonna be, you know, basically off the chain. Like, when we have ours, what should we do? Where should we, you know, where should we have it? Because it's gonna be like that. And she just getting real irritated going through her phone. And you can see it. Like, I told my husband, I said, look, baby, Trina is about to go. Because I know how the way she was looking, it just looked like I'm trying to conserve myself inside. And I'm working really hard on doing this. And you're fucking blowing me. Okay, girl? And I just was like, oh my God. Like, I have felt that way before. And it does not feel good. Because you really trying to hold yourself back from cussing this person out. And you really doing a good job, but girl, they keep pressing and pressing and pressing. And that's where she was. And I was just like, ooh, it's about to hit the fan, girl. All of a sudden, honey, Trina was like, look, I cannot deal with this today. I cannot deal with this today. Because this is today. Look. At 9:51 just now, my brother would have gotten killed. He would have died. And I cannot deal with this today. Okay? Every day on this day, I have anxiety. I get agitated. And I just cannot do this. I don't want to talk about none of this shit. I don't want to talk about the show that just happened. I don't want to talk about work. Bitch, you just said you didn't want to talk about work and you're sitting at work. So, bitch, basically, you was already going to go off on anybody. So, it doesn't even matter. But you came in here on 1,000. And that is unfair to everybody. And I was just like, you know what? Who sits around and takes this bullshit? Because it's not only Trick's fault. Trick is your fault. It's not just Trick, it's Trick's fault and everybody else the fuck around her, including her little boo. I forgot his name, you know? But keep on letting her treat and act this way. And on top of that, I just can't understand how the fuck she don't know that at this point in your life, bitch, ain't you almost 50? Like, I learned this back in my early 30s. Not even early 30s. It was late 30s. You see what I'm saying, girl? It was late 30s. It's a little bit now, too, girl. Okay? It's just certain behaviors at this point in our lives, girl, that you're just not supposed to be displaying. Not even just at your job in general. Like, what? How the fuck you still acting like this? Like, this is crazy. Do you not understand that she was acting like a fucking toddler? And I don't understand how nobody around her says anything to, like, they are really afraid of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why, because it's not that fucking serious, but you can yell at the top of your lungs, go off, whatever. But I'm not doing all that with you. Like, you need to tone it down. Like, that's too fucking much. Like, who the fuck? And then they be scared shit. I just personally can't see myself acting like that at this age. Like, that's too much. You really cannot control your emotions to the point you are yelling like that, girl. What if you have a child? You can't be yelling at your goddamn kids like that. Girl, honey, I couldn't do it. Like, they sit up there and take that shit. I couldn't do it, but y'all moving on, honey. Okay? But she went off. Yeah, like, that was off the chain. That was crazy and so unnecessary. Like, girl, you have got to pull yourself together, honey. You got to get it together, girl. If you did not want to deal with anybody, talk to anybody, or even have anything go on, you should have never came to work. Like, you should call it. You should make sure everybody know on that day you do not want to be even bothered. You feel me? You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be talked. Don't call my fucking phone. Don't text me. I won't be on IG, Facebook. I don't want to do none of that shit. That's basically what you were saying. Then you went right back out into the public to just like spew all of this negative hate and anger on people. Bitch, you need to get it together. Like, you need to fucking grow up. Like, that's crazy. And y'all, Trick ain't pay the bitch no mind. He said, excuse me. Everybody running behind. Trick was like, excuse me, you left your phone case. Bitch, like, y'all just had a regular conversation and she just got up and walked off. Like, okay, girl. So Suki Han is at her engagement shoot, okay? And they taking pictures and everything. And, you know, they look all right. It ain't nothing special. Some sweat attire, you know, nothing real dressy and cute. Just like on some thug shit, like he said. So the mother walks in to the photo shoot. So the mother's like, ooh, turn around to the other side because Kill Bill's ankle bracelet is showing on his leg. And he like, nah, we thugging it out. We thugging it out. What, bitch? Ugh. Suki Honda, she all with it. So anyway, they start taking pictures, you know, the whole little spiel. So they start taking pictures, the whole little thing. And the mother sister now, she like, look, we need to talk. So good. She like, look, we need to talk. So then she like, look, could y'all just give me 1 year because this is not going to work as far as your career, Suki Honda. Like, we have got to make sure that you are not pregnant because it's going to scare people when, you know, you're pregnant. You know, we at least wait a year? Can you give me a year? And Kill Bill's like, why we need a year? Cardi B did it, and she got signed with Reebok. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, she just got signed to Reebok maybe 2 years ago. Cardi B been Cardi B for like 5 years. Girl. So the next thing you know, Suki Honda gonna bring up Nicki Minaj. Bitch, what? Really? Oh my God, that's worse than Cardi B. Nicki Minaj has been doing that shit since she was like 10 or something. Like up in New York. Like I was watching little shit back like 10 years ago. Like she been doing shit for a long ass time. So who the fuck, just like Sukihana Mother told, she said what? She said, look, but both of them has reached where they needed to be before they started having kids. Like, on top of that, bitch, you already got kids and he already got kids. So why would you keep having more kids? On top of that, you don't even see the ones you got. So why would you keep on, like, the kids was just on the phone sounding, like, lonely for you. But I already know what it's about. You know, it's about that Kill Bill. And I don't know. I think the Sukihana sees it. Kill Bill trying to hold that ass down. He trying to get the bag himself. You know, he might love her and everything, but at the same time, do not think for a minute that he not thinking, yeah, this bitch gonna be my baby mother. Okay? And when you become his baby mother, you're stuck with that ass. Okay? You're stuck with that dumb ass. And if you want that dumb ass shit in your life, all your life, go right ahead. Okay, girl? But Sukihana ain't stupid, y'all. She already said, I already saw her. She said that, you know, her mother don't want her to have no babies. And, you know, basically, she not about to let nothing come between her coins. And I said, I know that's right. That bitch is not dumb. She might look stupid, okay, sometimes, but she is not dumb. And like she said, she did not get that far to have somebody break up her coins. So, yeah, she timing up for Kill Bill. Keep on playing Kill Bill. You going to be deaded in a little while because that ass ain't having that. Like, I can see it. I can see it. She is not going to let you step in and ruin her career. And I already know. I saw it in that confessional. She feels like she ain't come that far, and I don't blame her. So Trick and Trina and like a couple other people have like a party, you know, at a house or whatever, just honoring her brother that died. You know, and it's just nice in the beginning and everything. And everybody is there. They're talking and everything. And I noticed one thing. Okay, girl. And I wasn't going to mention it, girl. But I might as well. Girl, Trina had on this black shirt, right? And she just going around, hey, kicking with everybody. And bitch don't even have on a bra. Like her nipples are like right out, like head, like you can like plainly see it. And I'm just like, damn, do bitches just not wear bras like this? Because I just don't understand. I was like, is she fucking saying that? She was just smiling, hey, and titties just like, what? And I was thinking to myself, you know what, the first thing I said, you know what, maybe she think because her titties are small and they're kind of perky that it's okay. But bitch, it's not okay. Like, nobody wants to see your nipples coming through a shirt. Like, that's fucking gross. And I think it was on the side of, like, just being, like, kind of perverted. Who wants to see that? That's nasty. And I think she thought it was cute. She had to think it was cute because you're going to come out there in your best. Especially if the cameras are there. Like, but I was just like, I couldn't believe that her nipples were showing like that, y'all. You know, y'all can watch the episode and see, but I ain't telling y'all no lie. And then on another part, it happened again. Like, she ain't have on the bra again. So, yeah. Y'all moving on. But anyway, they at this party. So then at night, they start to drop the balloons, you know. And so his 10-year-old son and 12-year-old daughter are there. And Trina's just holding them, you know, and they're crying, you know. And it's so sad to see how, you know, none of this party would be going on if somebody wouldn't have just, like, killed another young black male. Like, it was so unnecessary. I don't know the details of it, but I just know that looking at two younger kids and not having their father, that was kind of touching to me. And it just felt like it shouldn't have happened. Like, why would they have to be away from their father so soon? They barely even got to know him. So that was kind of touching for me, and I was saddened for them, you know. Because nobody needs to lose a parent, at least not that fast, you know? And they just look sad and helpless, you know? And I don't think that people get that when they take, you know, loved ones away, what it does to the family, especially the kids. So Amada La Negra is in her confessional saying how her mother's been making her feel guilty because she wants to move to DR, you know, and she doesn't want to stay in Miami. And so she's telling Alan, you know, I'm just confused. I don't know what to do. You know, and Alan's like, look, I'll talk to her. You know, and I'm just like, what? You'll talk to her, bitch? Like, that's not your business to talk to her mother about that. Like, that's personal. Who are you? Like, you stepping in the middle now. Who do you think you are going to somebody's mother talking about something like this that concerns you? The mother's already going to have a problem, bitch, because she don't even like your ass, and you coming to her about some shit that she trying to convince her daughter about, so she already going to be offended. So, yeah, I was just like, okay, let's see how this works. So Amada's like, look, don't have me move out here with you and, you know, go against what my mother's saying and then leave me looking stupid later. And I'm just like, okay, girl, you can wait for that one. So you basically already said it, but you going to do otherwise? Okay. You know what? I used to learn the hard way when I was younger too, girl. You gotta go through a couple things. So go ahead and live with your little boyfriend out there, ruin your whole fucking career, and then try to come back into the music industry when, you know, that shit don't work, and then see how your mother was right, you know? That's what we do. We don't listen to our parents, and that's how it's gonna end up. But yeah, I just think she moving too fast, and I wouldn't trust it, you know, with him or Kill Bill, you hear me? Allen or Kill Bill, no, honey. We don't trust y'all. Y'all doing too much. And yeah, y'all up here hovering over these bitches while they trying to do what they need to do for themselves and try and get somebody some ultimatum. And you need to move the fuck on. You need to get in where you fit in or move the fuck on. Like, either one. So y'all, Ace Hood and Sheilah, okay? They have a brunch and, you know, all of the family members come over. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how is this about to go? And yeah, it didn't go too bad. You know, I was glad that they got to talk, but Ace is really concerned with wanting Sheilah and Blondy, his mother, to like get along, you know, and I can understand, you know, you want them to get along, but yeah, you can't force stuff, you know, and you just gotta wait for it to happen. So y'all, Sheilah and Ace are outside and they just pouring the mimosas and everything, getting everything together, so then they sit down. And I guess Sheilah sees his mother and people coming in, and she just tell Ace, your people here, you want to get it? And I'm just like, ooh, girl. Okay, girl, what have you already gone through not to want to greet his family at the door, girl? Oh, honey. Woo. Okay, girl. So I said, yeah, she already got some bad history with them, and she ain't even trying to greet them at the door because, yeah, she done already been through some things. So Sheilah and Blondy, Ace's mother, starts to talk, and I'm just like thinking to myself, okay, girl, like, here we go. And so as soon as they started talking, I just started to get like a real like negative feeling, you feel me? Because this situation, y'all, is all too familiar for me. Okay, girl, so personal. I didn't even want to write notes. I didn't even want to keep on going on with it because it was just so personal for me, you know what I'm saying? And like Sheilah mentioned, you know, it's the age-old story of the mother-in-law not liking the daughter-in-law because she feels like somebody came in and took her place, basically, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's old, it's already happened, it's going to continue to happen, mother and son type of stuff going on. And y'all, I really didn't feel like, you know, getting into this because I've already been through this. And we are much better now, me and my mother-in-law. At the beginning, yes, it was war like this, and it just gets messy, it gets tacky, and it's totally not needed, you know? So Blondy and Sheilah started talking, and Blondy is telling her, you know, I just felt like he didn't care about me anymore, you know? And Sheilah's like, no, it wasn't like that. It was actually the opposite. And Sheilah's just telling her, look, no, I feel like something was taken the wrong way. Like I was trying to replace you, and that's just not what I meant. You know, it just, they have these preconceived notions that you're trying to take somebody away from them when all you're doing, you're in a relationship with your man, you know, and you're not understanding why this lady don't like you. But at the same time, you trying to understand, like, it's confusing, you know, and yeah. So then Sheilah says, you know, well, I feel like you were talking behind my back. And then Blondy like, look, we're not going to get into any of that. Like, we're not about to do that. We're not going to play the blame game. Like, ready to go off her, bitch. I already see who you are. Like, I already see how you are. You a whole hot ass man. She was really about to go on this girl because she brought something to her that she knew she was doing. You know you was up there talking about this girl behind her back. You know you was doing it, but you couldn't admit the shit right there in front of her face. So stop with the bullshit. Like, that was gaslighting. That's what the fuck Blondy did. That was gaslighting, and it wasn't cute. Sheilah brushed it off. She was cool, you know, because she a classy based bitch, and she ain't even tripping off to that dumb shit that you trying to give her and you trying to serve. So yeah, girl, move the fuck on. Blondy she's a mess, you know, and she just needs to like get a life. But yeah, Blondy ended it, you know, saying basically she do want to have a relationship with her, you know, so we'll see. Girl. So y'all, Trina's supposed to be performing at this A's and musical festival that she's 30 minutes late to, honey, okay? This bitch done showed up. She ain't got no clothes, no makeup, nothing is done. You feel me? And she proceeds to walk to her trailer. And the coordinator's just like looking at her manager like, you know, what is going on? And, you know, he just like, look, I apologize. He apologized. And so the coordinator of the show, she like, look, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Meaning this bitch, she can come on or not, like the show gonna go on, honey, because she was doing too much. So next thing you know, Trina comes out. You know, she looks alright. It ain't nothing real cute. Like, I guess I was just like, look, she looked kind of old to be wearing what she had on, but I just was like, all right, this Trina, rock with her. And then on top of that, like, we already know the bitch is thick in the thighs and small in the waist. So she Trina, she look cute, you know. But so she get on stage and she doing her little thing. She ain't doing too much. It's not, I ain't impressed. You know what I'm saying? Especially not coming off an encore of the little show that we saw. I love encore. Y'all check out my other videos as far as encore, especially the season finale. They got over 3,000 views. But yeah, after coming from encore, bitch, you ain't give nothing on that stage. I thought you was gonna have, you know, bitches be dancing and shit a little bit. Even Mulatto and the other little girls, who else? Meg, who I love. Everybody be dancing. Like, she just came up there like still doing the old little shit. I thought she was gonna get it together, bring the girls a little bit something. She ain't do nothing. But yeah, it was a cute, it was a vibe just because I wanted to see Trina perform, and we did, so yeah. Anyway, moving on, girl. So Amara La Negra and Alan, her boo thing, okay, girl, meets up with her mother, and Alan proceeds to tell this bitch how he wants Amara to live there with him. And the mother just like, you know, she starts talking to Amara like she ain't entertain this motherfucker. She like, look, why you gotta sacrifice yourself? Why can't he move to Miami? You know, and Amara looked stuck. I was like, bitch, answer the motherfucking question, bitch. Why he can't move to Miami? Because first of all, you are Amara La Negra. I couldn't believe that she was up there on this nigga coattails like this. Like, he is a real estate agent, okay, who's popping in the DR. That's like so much lower grade than who she is, if I'm saying that right. But y'all know what I mean. Like, bitch, you Amara La Negra and you up on this nigga tailcoat like this. It didn't make sense. Like, Amara falls head over heels for guys, and she's just really starting to sicken me with this, because I told y'all, like last season, it's too much. You know, and it's always the wrong one, the wrong guy, you know, and I feel like this one is the wrong guy too. So y'all, Alan starts to tell Amara's mother, yeah, she wants a new life here. What? And I'm just like, wow, you better make her happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you saying all this stuff to her mother, she needs to give up her career, like you got everything that she needs. You better make sure she do it, because at the end of the day, when that girl is upset, if she ever look back in a couple days, a couple years, be like, dang, I gave up my career, I sacrificed this for you, I did this for you, and she's going to be really unhappy, you know? And the minute, I'm telling you, that's how we are as women. The minute that we feel something was your fault, we're going to bring that shit up every time, and she's going to bring it up, because Amara ain't gonna stay happy the entire time that she's with this guy. And he don't even understand what he get himself into. You feel me? Because the minute she get upset, like I said, she gonna say, I came out for you, and you got the nerve to be watched. And then on top of that nigga think he all late, he gonna cheat on her. You know that's gonna happen. You feel me? And then he probably gonna do other shit. So girl, you been ready to make your bed, and you better lay in it when the shit happen, because it's gonna hit the fan. Her mother just keep going on, you know, why don't you listen to me? You need to listen to me. You got your whole career you built up back in Miami, and you just gonna drop it for a man, like just telling her all the shit. And shit, I understand you did so much for me. You did all this for me. Amada's like, well, I'm sorry I can't make you happy, and I'm not doing the best thing for myself in my life. And yet she just walks off, like trying to make the bitch feel guilty. I said, okay, bitch, go ahead. Like, you doing too fucking much. She trying to put some guilt on her mother, but her mother wasn't even here. And her mother was like, okay, like I said, bitch, you need to get it together, basically, in so many words. And them tears ain't do nothing for her mother, because her mother meant what she said, as should be. You know, ain't nobody gonna be working that hard since they was like 8, 9, and then was on top of the shit, like was getting bigger than Love and Hip Hop. Amara La Negra has come far, y'all. I don't know if y'all know her career, but she has worked to get where she was, and now all of a sudden you want to move over to some foreign country to just drop a whole empire that you built. Like, she took her mother out of poverty. She was buying her mother cars, got her mother house together, all this shit, and now you're gonna drop it to be with real estate and this Allen guy? Okay, girl. So, yeah, we're going to see what happens with this, y'all. That is the end of this review. But, yeah, this episode was really good. We got to see inside of everybody's lives a little bit more. It was really interesting. I cannot wait to see what happens with Sheilah and Blondy, and then Amara and Alan. You know, so this is getting ready to get really interesting for the 3rd episode. Okay, y'all? So that is my review for Love and Hip Hop Miami, and I will see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and share my video, y'all. I don't be saying that, but share my video, okay? And then like and comment. Make sure y'all comment so we can talk about what y'all thought about this episode, okay? So I will see you ladies and gents next time. Bye.